guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Friday, January 22nd, 2021. Welcome to another eBay video. Today I'm going to be discussing Fedex Dim weight, and I'm actually going to show you a little tutorial about that later in the video. I'm also going to talk about people contacting me off eBay. I'm also going to address your comments, questions, and concerns from last week's video. Do I need to point out that once again it's cloudy? We cannot get a single solitary sunny day. Not one, ever. If you look at my videos and go back the last 3 months, my eBay videos, no matter what day I made them here, it's been cloudy. That leads me to my first comment from last week's video, which was written by David N. Joe, I would gladly give up my Southern California 85-degree weather that we had for several days now for your weather of cool, cloudy, and rainy days anytime, any day. This is freaking January, not July. David, I will trade you anytime you say. In fact, David, I'll even go this far to show you how bad it is here. If you yourself or any of you viewers had the power to control the weather, I would pay you out of my pocket $50 per day for a sunny day, meaning sun from dawn till dusk, okay? We don't get any sunny weather here. It's absolutely out of control lately. Ugh. Now, a lot of you guys wrote in last week regarding the eBay buyer who left me the unfair negative feedback. I mentioned it last week because it was a pretty big issue, and originally I wasn't going to mention it again. However, 1 hour after I put up the video, the buyer had the audacity to contact me through the eBay contact system. For those of you who don't know what he wrote, I'm going to read it to you now, and then I'm going to read your comments to what he wrote. The buyer was 57 Bel Air 2DR. If you were a real businessman, you should have contacted me directly to discuss the issue, but it appears you're not, and I don't care about your status. That's poor business posting my ID online on YouTube to complain. I would have talked to you, but no, you went the low road. Before I give you my opinion on that, let me tell you your opinion. Scott S. said, if he watches your channel to know you made that video, he should have known that you operate fairly and there was no need to open a case and a return at the same time. Scott, he actually left me negative feedback, and I guarantee you he is not a watcher of my channel. And I'll explain that in a minute. Mercedes Lux wrote, fair, honest, honorable, and highly, very highly respected. This describes Joe. As for you, 57 Bel Air 2-door, no words of praise, period. Svetozar Stolov wrote, so the buyer expects to be contacted first before being exposed. Why doesn't he contact you first before leaving negative feedback if there's any problem with the order? That's a very, very good point, sir. GMGM wrote, something doesn't smell right about this, as you would have to be clinically insane to leave negative feedback under these circumstances. I know this might be shocking to all of us, but maybe Fitchy has actually got a friend and put them up to do this to hurt Joe. Dennis Copper wrote, the message from 57 Bel Air 2DR saying he would have talked to you after he screwed the pooch is worthless. People always say this crap after they get caught. The best thing to do with these people is expose them. Screw pooching is for degenerates. Bob the Volvo guy wrote, I'm small and I'm new, but I blocked 57 Bel Air 2-door. Here is what I believe happened. I do not believe this person is a watcher of my videos. Because think about it, guys. If one of you guys is a religious watcher of my videos and happen to buy something from me, would you leave me negative feedback like this? Especially unfair feedback that shows you got the item ahead of time? It makes no sense. Now let's read the comment that he wrote one more time and let's dissect it. If you're a real businessman, you should have contacted me directly to discuss the issue. In other words, he wants me to contact him before exposing him as what he is, but he wouldn't contact me first before leaving me the unfair negative feedback. Also, he used a line at the very end that seems weird. Two lines, actually. One was, "I do not care about your status." What does he mean by that? Does he mean my status, my eBay record? He didn't make that clear, and everything he wrote in this comment does not address the actual issue. It's something else going on here. And lastly, he said, "I would have talked to you, but no, you went the low road," which is kind of an unusual thing to say, the high road versus the low road, but I know I've heard that before. But my last comment about the situation that I'm going to make is that I feel somebody contacted him. I don't think he knew I made the video. Within 1 hour of me releasing the video, I think somebody that's probably fishy in nature contacted him and told him that I made the video. That is my personal feeling on the issue, but we're going to see how this plays out because you know how it goes. Let's talk about your other comments, questions, and concerns from last week's video. Svetozar Stolanov wrote, "eBay envies Amazon for their success, but not going to implement any of their seller protections. Funny." Bill Still wrote, "Many landmines await sellers on eBay. Joe, you must have some pull there. I received an unfair negative comment from a buyer who did not even describe in his comment an item that I sold him or even had in my inventory. eBay customer service basically told me sorry and did not remove the comment and the negative." Bill Still, I'd like to know more about that in your comments this week. Please be specific, all right? If you want to link the comment, you know what you do? Just copy and paste the comment in your comment down below and then address it. And I'd like to know, did you talk to customer service overseas in the Philippines or here in the USA? Because if what you're saying is totally true, that should be removed in my opinion. So give us a little more information and maybe I can give you a heads up on that. Bob the Volvo guy wrote, "Also, Joe, I've sold 35 items since getting going again. I typically list about 25 items in eBay Motors at any time. I've had 2 returns and 1 possible pending. Question, do you leave feedback? On the times I did in eBay Motors, I noticed that 2 of the returns were started the same day the buyer was left feedback. I quit leaving it, but may leave it after the 30-day window." Bob the Volvo guy, listen to me very carefully. This is for you and for everybody else in eBay Motors. Don't leave any feedback. No good can come of it. Years ago, I learned the same thing you're learning right now. Every time I would leave bulk feedback for buyers, the returns would come in droves. Don't freaking do it. All right? If a buyer leaves you positive feedback, then he deserves positive feedback back. Okay? But please don't leave it ahead of time. I haven't done it for years, and it's helping me out a lot. Jennifer V wrote, "USPS is still behind in their delivery. FedEx and UPS are doing great. When I have small items, it only makes sense to ship through the post office. I'm still getting Christmas cards that were mailed on December 11th. Rubber Wilbur wrote, "Your story about the Amazon stalker is the prime reason I never leave negative feedback, even if the seller deserves one. I don't want to always be looking behind my back for a buyer revenge when they buy from me and then neg me. I basically turn the other cheek, like the Bible says, and not a right fighter. There is a place for right fighters, but I'm not one. I keep looking ahead. On the same topic, Dennis Copper replied to him and said, I agree with you, but for different reasons. I don't recall leaving negative feedback for any seller. I buy from people that have a great record. When they do screw up, they fix it. I would never leave negative feedback to someone that fixes the problem or late shipping nonsense. I'm not afraid to look over my shoulder or give a black eye to someone that deserves it. As a buyer, eBay will give you your money back. If I get my money back, I keep my mouth shut. I never go out of my way to hurt someone or their business. Those of you guys who've been watching my videos for years know that I, too, hate to leave negative feedback for any seller. Now, during the early days of eBay, you may remember, you longtime eBay sellers, you may remember we were allowed to leave negative feedback for bad buyers. And every single deadbeat buyer that stiffed me got negged. And let me tell you something, it was the most satisfying feeling on the earth. Deadbeat bidders always got negged. Sellers, not so much. The only way I could see myself cleared to negging a seller would be, number one, if he sold me something, I paid him, and he sent me nothing. Or if he pulled a bait and switch, advertised the factory item, sent me cheap China crap, and refused to make good. But thankfully, that hasn't happened. Not in years. Bob the Volvo guy wrote in with a question. Joe, how do you handle shipping for Puerto Rico, Alaska, and Hawaii? I ship only priority flat rate items to those places. Today, a buyer from Puerto Rico asked how much it would cost to ship a 9-pound glass headlight to Puerto Rico. For priority mail, that's about $50. All he has to do is find some minute thing that he doesn't like, and I'm either scammed or on the hook for return shipping. For that reason, I declined to sell to him. I do not offer free returns or free shipping. I do not offer free returns or free shipping either. I never have, and I will not do it. No way. No way. Not with the way the rules are set up right now. I do ship to Alaska, Hawaii, and Puerto Rico. I ship using priority mail, and luckily I've never had any problems. The last comment I'm going to read is from GMGM. It's 2021 and eBay sellers do not feel 100% safe selling on its platform. It only takes one deranged buyer to make a seller's life complete misery. eBay should be ashamed of the policies they've enacted, which allows bad buyers to continually harass and stalk the seller, make serious personal threats against the seller. But eBay condones this behavior by allowing them to remain on their platform while they offer little or no protection to the seller. eBay, you do not deserve any success until you sort this out for the good amount of decent buyers and the decent sellers. I do believe that eBay does need to increase its safety and security. I've been talking about this for years, and I really wish they would do something. I do not see anything in the offing. All right, that's basically it for the comments, questions, and concerns. I've got two main topics today. The first one is going to be the tutorial for the Fedex Dim weight. And the second one's going to be people contacting me off eBay. So, I don't know if any of you guys attended last night's eBay seller check-in, the monthly check-in. It's by invitation only, and I did attend. I'm hoping some of you guys got the invitation too. And I posed the question to them, which I'm going to show you in the cutaway, which I filmed last night. So let's do that right now. Okay guys, right now I want to do a little tutorial about dim or dimensional weight when shipping with FedEx. I have contacted eBay twice once about 2 weeks ago and once about 2 hours ago. And I'm going to go through what they told me right now, so please follow along and watch the screen. 2 weeks ago, I called up to complain that I am being overcharged for several of my FedEx shipments. They sent me a link to dimensional weight on FedEx and how to calculate how much you're going to pay. So follow along while we do this together. We will click on Calculate Dim Weight right here. Now, in my case, the boxes I'm having a problem with are only my large boxes, my 17 by 17 by 8-inch box. So let's just say I have a 17 by 17 by 8 box going out to California. Let's say the box weighs 8 pounds, and let's say that the price shown on this screen is $16. All right? We would calculate right here. Now it says dimensional weight 17 pounds, which means to get an accurate weight, an accurate price rather, I would have to go back to the eBay shipping label that I have not yet purchased that shows $15 and change the weight to 17 pounds and see how much it's showing me then. So if it's showing me a few dollars more, all right, I pay it. But if it's showing me double, I might want to shop around for another carrier. Now, you know, guys, I can understand if this is FedEx policy that they're going to charge us by dim weight and charge me for a 17-pound box, even though it weighs much less. I get that. But I think that it should be stated right on eBay labels. When I enter 17 by 17 by 8, and I enter a weight of, let's just say, whatever it is, let's say 8 pounds, even though they're charging me for a 17-pound box, dim weight, that should be stated clearly. Now I want to go on to what they just told me. I just attended the monthly seller checkup session. I'm not sure if any of you guys were also in attendance, but for those of you who were, you saw the question that I typed in. And for those of you who weren't, I'm going to show you right now. Here's my question. I have been using FedEx to ship my boxes out west because it's a lot cheaper. However, the price that I'm told on eBay labels when I buy is usually not the correct price. Now, I don't mind if it's $1 or $2 off, but in some cases, it's more than double what I've been quoted. I'm aware about the dimensional shipping rates that FedEx imposes, and I have no problem with that, but I'd just like to know ahead of time what the actual prices that I'm paying, because I always enter the correct weight and dimensions. I'm a stickler about that. And the eBay representative wrote back to me at 5:03 p.m. Eastern Time, Thursday night. Thanks for the suggestion. Since you're familiar with dimensional shipping rates, I will take this feedback to the shipping team. I know FedEx gets invoiced to you after delivery to the buyer, but I can imagine how quickly a difference from expectation to charge would add up for your business and shipping plans. Thanks for the feedback here. So guys, hopefully this will help institute a change. I thought it was very important that I make this screenshot tutorial to help you better understand what's going on, and also to help you understand that I am Crazy New York Driver and I'm always fighting for a better eBay. Let's get back to the video. Guys, I hope you found that tutorial helpful with the FedEx dim weight calculator. I really have no problem with them charging for dim weight if that's the way they're going to run their business. I do believe that we as eBay sellers should be shown the correct and true price when we type in our accurate dimensions and weights. So yeah, now I want to talk about eBay buyers contacting us off eBay, because I learned something this week and I have a funny story to tell you guys. This week, I've had 2 different people circumvent the eBay system and call me. The first one was Wednesday. The second one was Thursday. On Wednesday, a guy called me, and he's somebody that has a legitimate concern that I've been corresponding with through the eBay contact system. His first class package has been delayed in shipping, no surprise there, and he's been complaining for the last 2 or 3 weeks. He's been very understanding and a very nice guy about it. And I told him I would open a mail trace to find out where the package had wound up. So I talked to him the other day through eBay Contact, and I told him I should have some information by this Friday, meaning today. But yet, he went ahead and called me the other day, circumventing the contact system. And I said, sir, listen, I'm going to be glad to help you. We're going to get this resolved, and you're going to get the item or your money back. But you can't call me. I said, could you please tell me how you got my phone number? I said, I take great pains not to include my phone number on the invoice. I always send an invoice with the product, the price, the shipping, the total, my name and address in case it's got to come back, but not a phone number. I don't want them calling me. And he told me that when you buy something on eBay and eBay sends you a confirmation, there's a link in that email that says show phone number. And all they have to do is click that and they have your phone number. So that's how they're getting our phone numbers, in case nobody knew, which I didn't. Now I know. Oddly enough, I received a call yesterday from the USPS tracking department because I did open up a trace. They said they have located the package and that the buyer had received it yesterday, and they were marking the case closed. I checked the tracking. It showed that he received it. I wrote back to the buyer. He thanked me for being diligent, and yeah, he got his package. So cheers to the post office for tracking that package and making sure it got there and checking in with me. The second person who contacted me, guys, this is funny. I think you're really going to love this one. This was yesterday, Thursday. Guy called me up and he says, listen, you have an item on eBay that I'm trying to buy, but I'm encountering a glitch. I'm trying to pay for the item, but my PayPal payment is not going through. Can you help me? So at first I thought maybe there was a glitch on the eBay end because I was experiencing a lot of them this week in eBay Motors with the compatibility feature. So I started talking to the guy, feeling him out, trying to figure out what his problem was. And he says he was hitting the buy it now and he was getting error messages. So I said to myself, I wonder if I could have blocked this guy some time ago. I said, tell me your eBay user ID. So he says something like John Smith 25. I look at my block list. He's not on there. I said, it must be a glitch. I said, we may have to contact eBay about this. I said, try buying it right now while you're on the phone with me live, and I'm going to walk you through this. So he gets the item. All right, clicks to buy it now, hits pay now, and he reads back to me something to the effect, this seller is not accepting bids from you right now, which tells me that I blocked him. I said, sir, what you're reading to me tells me that you've been blocked. Are you sure you never bought anything from me in the past? Maybe you didn't pay for it years ago? No. I never bought anything from you before. I said, are you sure your eBay user ID is John Smith 25? Yes, I'm sure. I'm looking. Oh, wait. No, it's not John Smith 25. I'm using Bill Jones 26. I go to my block list. Bingo, Bill Jones 26. There it is. I said, sir, you're on my block list. So something happened between you and me once before. I said, either you bought something from me and didn't pay for it years ago, or perhaps you complained about a price or asked some inappropriate questions. This guy denied everything. I never talked to you. I never contacted you. I don't know you. But his user ID, the second one he told me, was somewhat unique, and it rang a faint bell in my head. I said, I do recognize this name, but I couldn't put it together at that moment. So I said to him, are you sure that the item you want to buy from me today is the correct item for your car? Let's go over it together. I made him go out to his car, look at it, compare everything. Yes, 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 it's the right thing. So I took him off my block list and I let him purchase the item. Okay? So we'll see what happens when he gets it. Later at night, it dawned on me. I remembered the item he was asking about. It was approximately, I'd say, 4 years ago, and he was asking way too many questions about a very simple item. I don't remember exactly what it was. He never bought anything from me. He never stiffed me, but his questions were enough to concern me that I had to block him. So, that being said, we'll see how it goes down the road. Maybe I'll have some news for next week's video. Before we go any further with this week's video, let me take a drink from the Fox News Cup of Life. This is the Fox News Cup of Life. Happy is he who drinks from it. Yeah, very good. Very, very good. Guys, that's basically all I have to talk about today. Please leave your comments, questions, and concerns on any of the eBay topics I presented. The Fedex Dim weight, the fact that the prices aren't lining up correctly, or maybe you want to talk about the guy I blocked and that funny story, or maybe the clown who left the unfair negative feedback. So yeah, guys, always remember, I'm Crazy New York Driver, and you're not. Each week I come out here and I make these videos to try and help you stay successful on eBay. If you think I'm doing a good job, please leave me a thumbs up. It tells me I'm on point and appreciated. If you don't think I'm doing a good job, tell me in the comments section what you want me to hit up, and I'll be glad to do it next week. Remember, I'm a seller friend, not a seller critic or skeptic of any kind. I've solved a lot of problems. I'm still making money online. I've never worn a mask on any of my videos, and I never will. I've never distorted my voice because I feel that's dishonest and it's unscrupulous. Heck, I'm a CEO and a CFO of my own company. So that being said, guys, go out, make a ton of money on eBay, rock on, and peace! As far as sales are concerned this week, I had my slowest day in years last Sunday. $24. One item sold from Saturday at noontime till Sunday at midnight. One sale with shipping, $24. Disgusting. The weekdays, thankfully, were all quite good. But I'm telling you something. Sundays have been absolutely awful. I went back and I checked my records for the past few months. Sundays have been consistently the worst. I don't know why. I think I'm going to make you a promise. When I come out next Friday, it's going to be cloudy. How can I predict the weather a week ahead of time when I've had no training in weather prognostication? I can do it. It's going to be cloudy. We don't get any sun. Guys, one more important thing. I almost forgot. Oh my God, the thing's sitting right here in front of me. I almost forgot. One of my subscribers sent me a present. I'm going to show you guys the present now. It's a t-shirt. Don't be fitchy. With all those peace signs. See it? This is from John, Boca Raton, Florida. Thank you, John, for sending this t-shirt. In about 6 months, when it gets warmer, I will wear it on a future video. I don't want to seem greedy, John, but is there a chance you could send me some of your sunshine? This is freaking disgusting. It would really, really depress any of you good people if you had to go through this every day of the week. But anyway, I've kept you enough. I hope you found this video helpful and useful and enjoyable. I have only one thing left to say. Don't be bitchy!